to do a really quick activity. I'm going to split you guys in half. So this half of the room is going to be team 1. This half of the room, team 2. So go ahead, if you're up here, kind of just move your seats back there so you can be with your team a little bit. And so what I want you guys to do, I'm going to give you about 15 seconds. I want you to come up with a team name and pick a team captain. Go.
Team
Build the wall.
No, don't be God.
Donald Trump.
5, 4,
Donald Trump.
3, 2. Team 1, what you got?
Ag rules.
Ag rules. Okay, who's your team captain?
Me.
All right, perfect. And remind me of your name.
Alyssa.
Alyssa, perfect. All right, team 2, what you got?
Team God.
Could you spell that for me?
Nope. G-A-C-H.
Gatch?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going with that.
All right.
Yeah, it's that.
All right, who's your team captain?
Me.
You? Remind me of your name.
Eric.
Eric, perfect. Okay, so we got Alyssa and Eric are going to be our 2 team captains. So the name of the game is What's in Your Pocket. But as I said earlier, you guys are also going to be using your backpacks too because you may not have a lot in your pocket. That's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read random items. Make sure you're listening up. I'm going to read random items. The first team captain to get me that item wins a point. The rules though, listen up. It can only be stuff that's either on you, in your pockets, or in your backpacks. You're not allowed to use other stuff in the room. If you're with me, say uh-huh. Perfect. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready for the first.
No, wait.
Okay. Do we have any questions before we start? All right. Cool. All right. Alyssa and Eric, are you ready?
Yes.
Make sure you get them to your team captain so you can bring them up to me. The first item, a wooden pencil. It has to be wooden.
Pencil.
Eric got it. You can take a wooden pencil back.
Yeah.
All right. 1 point for Team Gatch. All right, that was pretty good. Thumbs up if you're ready for the next item.
Yeah.
All right, our second item, a blue pen. Anybody got a blue pen? Oh, Eric for it again. Nice. Thank you, Eric.
I don't have a blue pen.
Act rules, where are you at?
We're sleeping.
You're sleeping? All right.
Take a nap.
All right.
Alyssa, you should be in this seat.
If you're ready for the third item, say uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
All right, third item, a non-black hair tie. Can't be black.
Here.
Oh, right
Oh my gosh! Dedication. I like it. That's all right. Are you all right?
I'm good.
I'm good. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm okay.
All right, I liked the dedication. I liked the running. I see why you're going to state for cross country, right? I can see why. Okay, so our fourth item. All right, Ag Rules, I have faith you can get it this time. It's a watch. Does anyone wear a watch?
Wear a watch these days.
Oh my goodness, no one wears a watch. All right, how about a phone that can show me the time? Oh, it's 1:28. Thank you.
Drink your shot.
All right, we're gonna do a couple more, just a few more. Ag Rules, you better get it together. Okay, it is 1 to 3 right now, all right? All right, let's do a good one. How about, we'll see if you guys have this, a green highlighter. I'm gonna have a green one. It has to be on you, it can't be from the room.
Give me a marker.
Sure.
Oh, what? Right here.
All right.
It's better than you believe you're in.
All right, we'll do one last one.
Okay.
Let's just make this one worth 10 points. Last one wins, all right. Okay, I bet you all have these in your bags. An iPhone charger. Okay, I was gonna say someone has this. And Ag Rules comes in for the win.
Let's go.
All right. Nice shot. Like I said, that was just to kind of get you guys excited. Are you a little more excited? Say uh-huh. Right, okay, cool. So, like I said, that didn't really have to do with our actual workshop. That was just to get you guys a little more into it. So, actually, what we're going to talk about today is leadership. But first, I want you to tell me, raise your hand if you've ever seen a classified ad in the newspaper. You guys know what those are? Okay, have you ever seen a poster for any type of job or any type of job ad?
Yeah.
Right? So what are some of the things that are on job ads? Requirements, right? And what kind of things are on there that they want you to have?
High school diploma.
Age, high school, right? So different requirements, like you said. Do you know what qualities and attributes are?
Yeah.
So like the characteristics they want you to have, right? So what kind of characteristics would you think of
Like
for a different job? What?
Hardworking.
Hardworking, right. You think of hardworking. Usually a boss wants that in an employee. So how those job ads usually work is an employer or any type of company will think of their perfect person for who they'd want for that job, right? And then they think of what qualities that person would have, and they'll put them on those job ads. So I want you to think in terms of that of a leader. So just for a second, don't say anything out loud. I want you to think of what qualities would be listed if there was an ad for a leader. So just think about that in your head. You got a couple that you can think of that would make a good leader? Okay, so when I say go, what I want you to do, I want you to get in groups of 4 or 5, whatever works, so don't move yet. When I say go, groups of like 4 or 5, you're gonna each group will grab a piece of flip chart paper and a couple markers, and you're gonna create an ad or poster for a perfect leader. So on that poster, you can write a couple different words, different qualities that you'd want them to have. Draw pictures if you want. I'm gonna give you plenty of time to work on this, so don't worry about rushing. So when I say go, get in groups of 4 or 5, get your supplies, and make a poster. Go ahead and go.
Brandon, get the paper. Dude, I got work on before my.
Wait, does this job have to be for
We'll
leaders?
go right here.
Yeah, you're just making a poster for a good leader.
I just got.
Hey,
Me and you, Tyler. Tyler, we don't need paper.
I know, I'm going to
I already got it. We have to be a video on
What are some words that you guys can describe a good leader?
Here's what I have. We go like, yeah, we write like their traits all over, and then we're like a picture of the job logo. Like they work at Ford.
You gotta put God first.
Well, actually, we only have blue, so. Ford it is. Ford it is. You guys start like writing like brave.
It's in the front.
You gotta have that good mullet.
Yeah, just start writing.
Yeah, so you're just looking for
God.
what you think a
Skills,
perfect leader would look like. What an ad for that would be. So what are some words that you guys can describe? Hardworking.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's okay, it's okay. We don't judge.
We don't judge.
We don't judge.
We need leaders. You got the nuts?
Right?
What capitalism? Tyler. It's all good.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I got it.
How do you spell intelligence?
I give it.
Yeah, look at what
Hey, yeah, we gotta get their attention. Stop
Can we use our Ford logo?
And if you guys have a problem.
Oh, he did a circle.
I tried to tell it right.
Nice call.
That's okay.
Not as bad.
Yeah.
Bubble make the.
It's fine. I know we have more time.
I can spell
If you think you don't like
Nice to have you.
I'll listen to that.
Right, we're gonna work it up and share a couple. Sound good?
Hey, what are you making that into? It's,
How's it going?
Give me eye.
there we go. Oh, I did should have done it quicker. I can still feel.
Great, okay.
Smart, brave,
Right words you can grab.
intelligent. What are we gonna do? That's what smart is. Intelligent. Smart.
Are you guys drawing? Oh, I don't see your picture.
You got a pop.
After you write the word, don't
Keep drawing that.
Oh, I want to.
Okay, yeah, draw it.
I never did.
Yeah.
Right. ER.
It's like curly.
Appreciate that you told me.
Right here.
Oh, that's.
There we go.
Now,
what
would
these
You so scared.
Here. Hang on. Now let me see. I'm gonna make it bubble letters. Like go over it again.
I know what you're thinking about bubble writer.
Yeah, you
What is that? Yeah.
Would nice be one?
Every good leader also mustache.
Ooh, this more.
I know what you're thinking about bubble writer.
Okay.
This thing, we ain't getting a grade on this or anything. It's good.
Ellie, we'll get it.
We can still make chunk words.
Okay, when?
Yeah, call on Peter. Customer. Still got that?
Look, like I got one right here.
Yeah, like no, that's back.
I'm gonna put dealership.
Leaders.
Like I said, it's
Leaders.
can make mistakes.
Yeah, look at 100
No, I liked it. Why did you guys choose?
Man, you guys are
Yeah, until
I have
we
no
got
You have no idea.
I just thought of a logo and I was like, four
Yeah,
logos.
but
What's their motto?
The leader pick mistakes because it was justified and
I
good.
have no idea.
And then
Isn't
do
it
that
built
factor.
together?
Yeah, you check yours.
Right?
You're not?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
How could that relate to the leader?
You gotta be tough.
Right, yeah, see, there can be reason behind it. There's reason behind
Built
it.
for
Isn't it built for you? Right. And be thinking of like two people to bring this up in a minute to just talk about what your guys' thoughts are behind it, okay?
Tyler.
Okay.
Tyler. Thank you guys.
Alright. Things to put down here.
What's Dylan? I already know Dylan.
I'll give you guys a couple more minutes, okay?
Write down the whole thing first. Yeah.
I'm excited to hear about that.
We should have like put all of them on
Courage. Mullet.
TR.
Girl.
Thick mustache.
Yeah, sick pig or sick mustache and like
That's a true leader.
Yeah, just cut off.
I'm right good boy.
Bad.
What's Chevy? Not really.
No,
You gotta have the
Goofy.
neck cut off.
Strong.
M-U-L-L-E.
T-O-U-R-L.
Respect.
Huh?
Alright, 2 more minutes.
No, you need to finish the league first. Gotta breathe. Even though they go for courage. Strong.
Rapid.
Who's a good leader that didn't mention?
Roll. There.
Why do you think, why do you think you're a good leader?
Because they
I don't know why we
do good things.
How do they do that?
So they're
Oh,
gonna
yeah, we
Are they
didn't have a
encouraging?
silver marker.
They good role models? Okay, any of them?
But yeah, we said only got blues.
Chevy runs deep in the jet. You're trying to take a cane.
support it.
East Buck lost Friday night.
I don't know how fast.
You guys are idiots.
I'm glad they lost.
I know, so was I.
Roasted?
That's one of them. Roasted. Yeah, we gotta start writing these. Nick, courageous. Can somebody want to say that?
I can't spell.
I don't know.
Alright, go ahead and pick 2 people from your group and have them bring up your poster and everybody else go ahead and find your seat. If you're not quite done, that's okay. You can just explain it.
Beneficial. Probably not right. E-N-I-F-I-C-I-A. Why?
What's the W for?
Alright, go ahead and Alright, go ahead and find your seats. It's alright, if you didn't get it right, then you can just explain it. You can find your seats. That's okay. So let's say Brianna, right? Okay. Okay.
They all put leader.
Okay. Alright, listen up, everybody find their seats.
Tyler, you're gonna get
Go ahead and have a seat and you can listen to everybody. Boys, will you go ahead and just sit right where you are for me? Thank you. Alright, so listen, Brianna, we're gonna go ahead and share. So go ahead and share what your group is
Okay,
saying.
so these are some that we picked for a good leader. And we have understanding, hardworking, dedicated, determined, brave, respectful, trustworthy, responsible, helpful, and encouraging, patient. And we have a lot more. And then we drew a picture of a guy like taking a stand and just being a leader.
I like your picture. Thank you. Alright, have you guys ever heard of a power clap? So I'm gonna say power clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. Right. Okay, so let's give them a power clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Alright, next group. I have better power chambers in a minute. Alright, so tell us, alright, listen up, tell us what yours is all about.
Well, we were thinking Ford because if you're gonna run a dealership, you gotta be a good leader.
Right.
And so we just wrote good things. You gotta be a leader. You gotta have to be a leader. Active, beneficial, Brave.
Hardworking, smart, nice, courageous, brave.
Then we figured out that their motto is built for tough, and you obviously have to be tough to be a leader. So
Right.
that kind of goes together.
Absolutely awesome. Okay, this time we're gonna do a power pterodactyl. So I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. You're gonna clap. You're gonna come back. Yes. You make that noise again. Make the most terrifying pterodactyl that you can. All right. Power pterodactyl on 3. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. All right. Next group.
Okay. Let's go.
Alright, guys.
All right. Listen up. Listen up. Next group. That's all right. If you didn't get it finished, just explain what you're doing.
We messed up our sign to show that leaders make mistakes.
Nice. Nice.
And then, so we put some nice qualities a leader should have. They should be courageous. Should always be courageous if you're a leader. And a good bullet would be good with that.
Important.
Then you should also be like brave and be a good role model for your peers as a leader. And then you should also be encouraging. So you should encourage a lot of people.
Absolutely. I actually like how you turn that into leaders make mistakes too. It's very important to remember. Okay, let's do a power Oreo. So you're gonna go lick, flick, stick. Don't actually lick your hands because that's gross. All right, power Oreo on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Lick.
Nice. All right.
Alright.
Last one.
Oh, yeah.
Tim, I like how you have it on that. Instead of actually right here.
All right, listen up. Last group.
Brave, determined, patient.
Smart, helpful, willing, caring, respectful, and honest.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Let's do one more power pterodactyl because those are my favorites. Power pterodactyl on 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice. That one wasn't as exciting as me. We weren't quite as loud on that one. All right, go ahead and have a seat and make sure you're facing up here. Okay, so what are some of the reoccurring themes we saw on the posters? Brave, right? We saw a lot of brave. What are some other ones we saw? Encouraging, courageous, right? We saw a lot of those. Respectful, right? I think that's really important. So what does this tell us about leadership? What do you think? What does brave tell us about leadership? Why do you need to be brave?
Not easy.
I like how you said that. Yeah, you have to be able to take a step even though you may not know where you're going. So sometimes you're leading other people, you're listening to other people. Sometimes you may do things that you're a little uncomfortable with. So it's really important to be brave. What were some of the other ones we said we saw a lot of? Respectful. Why is that important? Why do you need to be respectful? Right, no one wants to have a leader that, no, they're not going to listen to them, right? Yeah, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit too, so very cool. So actually I need one volunteer for this next thing. Just one volunteer. Alright, thank you for volunteering so much. Alright, and I actually heard you say earlier, why is there toothpaste up here, so this is good. So all I need you to do is just take that toothpaste and just squeeze some of it onto the plate.
Like a lot of it?
However much you want.
2 times. I've always wanted to do that.
Alright, put it back in there.
It's a good toothpaste.
Go ahead, put it back in.
I can't.
Why can't you?
Because you can't.
Nice. That's okay. Thank you, Alyssa. You can have a seat. Let's do a power clap for her. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Alright, so why do you guys have any I've seen this before. Do you have any idea why I had her do that? Does anyone have any guesses?
Because you can't fix the mistakes that have already been made.
Sometimes you can't fix mistakes, right? We were relating this to character because what can this relate to the words you say? How can this relate?
Yeah, like if I saw this thing on Facebook, like if you go like hammer something into like a board and pull the nail out, there's still gonna be like even if you apologize,
There's still gonna be there's still gonna be a hole in it. I like that. That's another really good example of this. Yeah, and so as soon as she put it out there, it was really easier for her to squeeze all that out, right? It would be really easy for you to say words. As soon as that happens, it's really hard to take it back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is just an example. So anytime you guys are talking, especially when you're in a leadership role, it's especially important when you're in a leadership role to think about what you're saying and what you're doing, right? So we talked a little bit about respect. So if you had a leader who said something really mean to you, was not ever encouraging, are you going to listen to that leader?
No.
Are you going to want to follow them? Are you going to think of them as a really perfect leader that has those qualities that we wrote on our papers? No. Probably not, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do, we've talked a little bit about things that good leaders have, and then we just talked a little bit about poor things that leaders have. So what I want you to do, just pass these around. Everyone just needs one. Get out a writing utensil. If you need markers, there's different markers throughout the room. You can use those too. So I'll give you a second to pass those out. Go ahead and just take one and pass those around. Everyone should get one. Alright, so go ahead and listen up while those are going around. What I'm going to have you do is I want you to write at least 3 things that you personally can do to be a better leader. Okay, so at least 3 things that you personally can do to be a better leader. So it can be something that you need to start doing, maybe something that you already do that you need to do more of or continue to do. So just 3 things at least. And I'll have a couple of you share at the end, so be thinking of really good ones that you personally want to do to start being a better leader. Share that and then you would want them right. When you're done, you can just set your writing utensil down so I know who's done and who isn't. You guys still have time to see your time. You don't need to do anything with them yet? If you need more time, say need it. Need it? Okay. I'll give you about another minute or so. Oh, you are good. Way better than I thought. You need more time, say need it. Everyone good? Okay, cool. And the sticky notes that are coming around, just take one, pass it on. I'll tell you in just a second what you're going to do with them. So who is willing to raise their hand and tell me at least one of theirs, if not all 3 of them? Yes, Abby.
Be a better listener, be more brave, not willing, and be willing to help everyone, not just close friends.
I like your last one a lot, being willing to help other people besides just close friends. That's really important to make sure you're helping everyone when you're a leader. Yes, yes.
Lead by example.
Lead by example, absolutely. We hear that a lot, and I think that's really important. Yes.
Sharing your ideas, but also taking others' ideas into consideration.
Absolutely. That's a perfect point about being a leader is it's great. You should always have ideas and be sharing those, but make sure you're always listening to others or else no one's going to want to listen to yours. Yes.
Take control of the situation sometimes.
Take control of the situation. Yeah, sometimes I'm sure have you guys ever been in a group where everyone's just sitting there waiting for someone else to do something?
Yeah.
Right. And that goes back to being brave, right? Is being able to stand up and take control. Did anybody else want to share? Good? Okay, cool. So does everyone have a sticky note? Yes? Okay, so what I want you to do is, in your mind, just for a second, I want you to think of someone who you think is a great leader. It can be a celebrity, it can be a person you know. Just think in your mind for a second who you think is a great leader. I heard a couple. Go ahead and write that person down. Write that person down. On the sticky note. Yep, write your person down. that you think is a really great leader. And underneath their name, write one word that describes them and why they're a good leader. Just one word that you think that they do really good at. So one of the words maybe that we said on our poster or something else we haven't discussed. Alright, so put the name of the person you think is a leader and then underneath one word that describes them as a leader. One word that makes them a leader. If you got your sticky note done, say uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, cool. So just in a moment when I say go, you guys can go ahead and post those back on that says leadership. Yeah, you guys can post those.
Oh, Brianna.
Go ahead and find your seat real quick once you post yours. We're about done.
I put Hillary. Huh? Yeah, I put Hillary.
Alright, last thing real quick. So that was just, that way, I know some of you guys were reading what your classmates has put. Here in a minute, if you guys want to go back up and look at what everyone else has put. I think that's just a good reminder when we're thinking about other leaders, maybe who are striving to be, use those things that you put on your note card. Those are for you, for your note cards are, for the 3 things you want to do. I really appreciate it. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys want to be better leaders now. Thank you guys.
Thank you.